Everyday superpower where we talk body language, non-verbal communication, game, everything in between. Today we are going to talk a little bit about body language, and we're going to talk about attraction. We're going to talk about women in particular, although this behaviour you will see quite frequently from men as well, but there'll be a little more... There'll be a separate meaning, although some crossover, dependent on whether it be man or woman you see. But generally, we're going to talk about the woman today. So I'm going to talk about one or two hands on the hips, yeah? In particular two, because I've seen this today and I thought, you know what, we'll discuss this. So I'll give you a story. Without giving too much detail away. I had to engage with this woman for a brief moment. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We had a good time. We got along well. Cracked a few jokes. And then upon departure, I said a few certain things. Make her smile, and she went off. I wasn't flirting with her, like, clearly. We were just having fun as friends. Or at least, I'm in a position where it wasn't, as far as flirtation and stuff is concerned, I don't think you necessarily have to go wholeheartedly in a sexual means when you initially first meet, because the body language and the non-verbal communication will showcase as to whether they're attracted to you or not. I mean, as far as the friend zone is concerned, over a specific period of time, maybe it is right that you make clear that you are, that you do sexualize them through some means or another. Not in an overt creepy manner, but if the signs are right and the threat response has been switched off by them, that's a good thing to do. So we were just being friendship. She's about to set off and said something that made her laugh, and she turned around and she's like this. Now you can't see what I'm doing, but let's say like this, right? On her hips. And you've seen this before. You've seen women do this before. You've seen men do this before. So we're going to talk about that. So I want you to assess when you're seeing this being done, because first and foremost, what you need to understand is that our knees and our elbows are sharp. They can be weapons. So to amplify them and concentrate these into our body language can be seen as aggressive, right? And we can also cross this over and assume this is an aggressive style of message that's been sent to us because of that incorporation, right? So she does that, and when we see this, it makes the body larger, okay? So when you make the body larger, it's territorial, so it can be used to... You'll see women supervisors do this, women police officers do this, and so forth, because it increases their dominance per se in these particular environments. But we're not talking about them environments. We're talking about just engaging with women and what this represents. So as a knock-on side effect, it is somewhat of a territorial, if not dominant, display. But let's move on to what it also means. So she's making herself larger, creating more space, absorbing more territory, right? It's an open display of body language. So opening her up, first and foremost, is better than closing her. It's symbolic. If you want to open them legs, you want open body language displays. You don't want closed off, concealing, making themselves feel small in threat of who you are. The more expansive they are, the more comfortable they are, right? Good. So she expands. Now that means that she wants to be seen. And as she expands, you will see this. The thumbs come inwards, pointing downwards, holding onto the hips. Not only the arms, but the thumbs direct to the groin. Okay? It's a genital display. And that's why I said you will see this with men as well. Maybe more so with men. Men will put their thumbs through their belt straps and stuff like that, like a cowboy. If the thumbs are inside of the pockets though, that's completely separate. That's a sign of insecurity. When the thumbs are concealed, that's not a good sign whatsoever. But I digress. So the arms act as arrows and the thumbs act as tiny, more concentrated arrows pointing towards the genitalia of that woman. She is showcasing her femininity and allowing you to witness and experience what she wants to present to you. What also happens, she accentuates and highlights the hip to waist ratio by doing this. So you'll see women with dresses, and what they will do, they'll put one arm on here and they'll do essentially like a teapot sort of position, accentuating the hip to waist ratio. And this will be done subconscious most of the time because it feels comfortable and right to do, but it's an accentuation of that femininity in relation to your masculinity and her feeling this sexual attraction to you. Boom, it's a genital display. Genital displays display comfort and sexuality. And we're not going to talk about the masculine side of things at this moment in time because that's just some food for thought. Yeah? Sometimes the hand will be turned in and it'll be the fingertips highlighting the hips and the waist. The thumbs are still there, the thumbs are still present, but what they're doing is highlighting the behind. No matter what way them thumbs turn, they're highlighting one way or another. Now when them thumbs are inside of the pockets, that's a different kettle of fish. That's to be read differently. That's a sign of insecurity. So, half and half. And with that being said, that's some good game. I'm signing out on that. So click like and subscribe. With that being said, I'm uploading every day. And I've got 2 links in the description of the video. One will take you through to my catalogue of body language, over 220 videos of how to read people through their non-verbal behaviours. It's free of charge, it's a YouTube playlist. Second to that is the Patreon, where you'll join me in watching real life dating footage. I'll break down the attraction body language, the repulsive body language, and you'll see this manifest wherever you live in the world because it's hardwired within all of us. That's real game. I'm signing out. Peace.